Hello and welcome to T9A in Bavaria, the English-speaking episodes from the German YouTube channel T9A in Bayern. I'm Just Flo and I'm your host today. We are talking about the soon-to-coming out updates on Quickplay Essence of War. You remember? Quickplay, Essence of War. Yeah, an ability to play smaller, faster games with an easier, better explained rule set, which lets out the few cases which make the need for most of the words, slangs, and legal speech we use in our main rulebooks. So let's have a look. What happened this year with Essence of War? Oh, that was a bit fast. Yeah, what happened? The team got bigger, more active, moving on. We got some art on it. Some supporting companies did provide things for them. And we'll see what's next. Well, first there's a short explanation what the 9H is, an explanation of the structure of the book, and of course the table of contents. You see, the basic rules for which we need in our rulebook from Fantasy Battles. Many pages are here on 31 pages. Why? Well, as said before, several special courses are let out. You know, a few things needs the most of text. And this is a game, Essence of War, for those who want to play relaxed, for those who want to play games for intros, and there's also an advanced rule set which allows, I would say, roughly the amount of depth and interaction which most of the tables on fantasy battle events have when they clash. So, if you aren't running for the last point, the last 7 points behind in the point of efficiency, and are more looking for fun, fast, engaging games without total micromanagement, that is your game. Okay, let's have a look on what all happened. The last Essence of War version was still much shorter. So, why is it a little bit bigger? Well, because we now have a description of the world, including the world map, including fluff snippets. We've got explanations for all armies. Yes, also for the supplement armies. A small text telling the feel, what that army is like, what it should represent. Just a few sentences, but giving the heart, giving an overview. You know, if you want to find out more, you can look at the homepage. Or you can look at the armies there. There's a background section where you can get everything which has been published in the 9 scrolls, in supplement products and in main products on your army. Of course, the things which are in the lab of your army, if your army is lucky enough to already have it, those aren't also on the homepage because they can be found best in the place where you would look, in the lab. Okay, let's see. We've got also some art. We've got a good structure, good to read, good to see, fast to skim through, and we've got the basic rules. Well, how about preparing for war? Was your army's work and our setup? Then the general principles of the gaming and the playing, the lines of sight, the terrains, how we hit and won't, how the game is played, how people deploy, how many turns, how the turns to happen, and how the winning is decided in the basic rules. That's basically a clash in the middle. Or a little finding out how to contest the middle best. And then, oh, cool, there's some maps, some different setups, clearly explained, perfect. How to charge, of course, the key, no, not the key, the corner cases, which need most of the text, aren't here, they're just not possible. The things you would argue about, you would have to look up, not possible here. Just things, focus on the gaming, being able to bring a good experience also to people who start out or to people who don't want to spend hours and hours in learning by heart every avatar and every interaction of 7 or 8 rules together. Plain, simple, usable, fun. Movement phase, magic phase, wow, so condensed, cool. Meal phase, the patrols. A patrol? Yes, the patrols are basically the example armies. Yes, for everything which has been published yet. So, what will happen if something new comes out? A new supplement. The patrols will get updated. You'll get it there. The Asklanders, a little bit of text, some 2 spells, characters, some signature units, the formations, how to field them, easy going. Beast Herds, Cultist, yeah, all supplements are there too. Dread Elves, Gravenholds. I find it really cool that there's always a drawing, always a picture that gives so much flavor to me, gives a good introduction and shows so much of the feeling. I really love it. Demon Legions, Empire of Sonnenstahl. One sees the pictures, one gets a feeling. Hybern Elves, Hobgoblins, yeah. And one thing which people asked and asked and asked, and which we can now here present. Pictures of actual gameplay, of battle lines clashing, pictures of actual miniatures, giving an example how it could look like on the battlefield. Infernal Dwarfs, Kingdom of Gitane is here, Makar, the Ogre Crowns, Orcs and Goblins, the Southern Ancients, Silver Elves, Undying Dynasties, Vampire Covenant, and oh wow! Already the up-to-date, shortly ago released Vermin Swarms. Vermin Swarm. Not swarms anymore, only swarm. It's present here. The names, the profiles, of course, less special rules, but fast, good usable. One can try out the feel and the gameplay of the faction, and one can have it. If there would be only a way to build an army of your own with it, you might say, well, there is. For that we need the advanced rules. Here, building an army. More spells, more points, more maps, more victory conditions, more granular victory, and more special rules. Not all special rules yet, which Fantasy Battle has, but quite a lot more than the basic rules. And did I already say more spells? Yeah. And magical items, enchanted items. Much more customability is possible here. And unit cards. And now here we've got the army lists with which one can build the armies according to the rules before. You will see that there are 1, 2, 3 different configurations for the units, showing the way they should deploy and the size. So it's less customability than Fantasy Battles, but much more than the core rule set of Essence of War. And I think it's a good in-between between starting out, trying out, and the huge, complex mass of fantasy battles. Don't get me wrong, I really love fantasy battles. But when I don't have enough time for the highly complex game, but I still want to have fun with my friends, Essence of War is something I would look at. And one picture again of the gameplay armies. Aren't the miniatures sweet? All armies are here. The things. There's a comprehension. And we're through. Of course, more things will be added for the army lists and all. It's still work in progress, but you can see it's progressing quite good. And oh, I almost forget to tell you one of the best things about the pet rules. They've been tested against, and having a given set of units, a given army configuration, it's also, so as far as I've seen, good balanced against each other. After reading through that, I think I know what the next tourney I will hold will be. I think I will at the end of July or starting August host a tourney with the advanced rules from Essence of War, Quickplay. It looks so much fun, it looks to play so much faster, and I think it's an avenue to explore. I love how engaged, how active the team is. They're running through ideas, they're updating again and again. Every time I log on to their board, I see they have moved still another pace. And be assured, I'm one of the guys who goes online 8:25 a week. So, if you like what you've seen, try out Essence of War Quickplay. Or if you know someone who's interested in wargaming, propose him to give Quickplay Essence of War a try. It's also a possibility to have a stable rule set. So I would say, if you want to play games, have fun, be fast, have options, but don't want to analyze every rule to the third comma and the fifth column. Quickplay Essence of War might be exactly what you want. Then try out the advanced rule set. Your miniatures will love it. And if you say, that's cool, Flo, but I don't know. Buying miniatures and then trying it out, I've got a solution. Let's have a look at the Hobgoblin starter set papercraft minis from RH World Building. Yes, I'm doing name dropping here, cause I find that I do really super. They provide papercraft minis, the correct base sizes. So if you want to try it out, but don't want to buy an army for some several hundred euros or dollars or pounds or whatever currency is used in your part of the world, then you can instead print the minis out. There are some models which are used in the patrols. Here's the Hobgoblin patrol. Have a look at the bases, papercraft, the spellbound tokens, and the instructions how the paper miniatures are best set up. And if you're one of the guys who says, I love painted armies, I will never play without painted armies. Keep on playing painted armies. Yes. If you want to try something out, try that out. I personally must confess, every of my armies is what is used, what you get. At least what I believe that to be. But most of the armies I did paint myself, while still officially following all painting rules at the tourneys I visit. Don't look so good. So it might I think there's quite a number of opponents out there which would prefer to play against that lovely papercraft minis instead of my what is used what you get armies. But of course there's super perfect 3D armies out there. But what I ask of you is, don't talk to the armies down. Give them a try, give them a look. If they aren't something for you, no problem. But remember, we had the 3D Terra, 2D Terra. I think people can have fun with 2D and 3D, and if you're really up to exploring things, I guess it'd be cool to see a game of 2D versus 3D. Try it out. If you like it, use it. If you don't like it, you can always still play with 3D terrain and 3D models and armies. I find it super that we have the option. If it's not an option for you, no problem. But I really love it that we have options for everybody. Talking about everybody, I hope everybody enjoyed this episode. If yes, give us a like. If no, give us a thumb down. And stay tuned. There will be some future English episodes still to come. Bye!